Hey guys, gonna go over about 3 or 4 stocks real quick. Hopefully you got your timing down. Hopefully you have your stop losses. This one's running again right here at this little move. But the 3 big winners, let's go through pre-market first. BBPR missed all this move. So when people say they're missing a move, I did. I mean, I was drinking coffee and look what happened. It just went up, double topped, went down, did not reprove itself yet. And then right before the market, it was the only one uptrending before the market opened. So right down, did a bounce, checked out the lowest price it could get, was the same area, and then busted out of this 446 area and broke over the pre-market closest high right here, which is those 2 tops right there. And that would have been your trade. So if you're going to go in, that would have been your trade right here. That would have been the safest one. And then right here, went up to target 1, 2, a little bit more. If you would have got in at the high of the day, you would have had some fun because you would have got popped down a lot. And some big moves of $1, I don't think you're going to hold them. And then you get out and then you see it run $2. So that's irritating, but that's kind of why you want to see the stair steps on the way up. Get a little early entry, you can be in the driver's seat the whole way. Stock kept Biden here, did pop this, got some of this candle. It really sucks when you miss like an entry here. This is another entry, but yeah, look at a big fight there, very big fight. So if you can see a little bit earlier and have focus on one, it was the only one. The other one was, I think, which one? Pre-market was ANIC. That's still making the moves because I just saw that move right here, but it's just grinding at this certain angle. So you're going to see this trend line. Can't trade everything, so don't get over it. It's not going to happen. And all you can do is focus on 1 and 2, and if those 2 don't go, too bad that day. Apple doesn't make money every day. I'm sure they do, but and other companies don't make money every day. Some days there's going to be a loss. Sometimes they're making money. Sometimes somebody's returning a lot of phones. So all that's going to happen. But here is a nice slow grind up bouncing between these 2 trend lines. If you wanted to draw them pretty early in the market, you could have just had these bouncing right here, and this is the fibs I drew. You can't take them all. I did take this trade, but you can't take this one. And then while you're doing this, I'm watching this one. So there's a lot of ones. And if you really want to look at one, this is clean as you can get. Caleb, that was a good little thing yesterday. I listened to Q&A, and I just listen to it all the time. You always get something from someone. But right here, here's a bear flag forming. It's about to bust through VWAP. But right here's that major pullback that I like. Because if you look at the next pullback, it's minor. And then shows you trend upward. So like this one's doing the slow grind, and this is what. But missed that whole trade. So again, just wait for it to start forming up again and take that trade. I did take a little loss right here. I did take a little early. That was, I want to slap my wrist, but right here made it up. I think I quadrupled or 5 times, whatever that is, the trade amount right here and made up for it real quick. Just looking for a spacious trade, which is just basically retesting the highs. Super mega fight on this. And then you had to wait here patiently. And look, it was pulling people back and forth. So this one you had to sit and enjoy. But this was a little trick here. Look, buyers are willing to pay more. And I'm going to show you, it did hit the targets it was supposed to hit. Because right there on that move, right here, target 1, and immediately, I'm talking that was seconds, went bam. So $7.63 to $6. So you're going to play with fire, you're going to get fire sometimes in the wrong way. Now, if you notice, it's just breaking down, so let it break down. More than likely, it's going to break down and find support here. That just means it's gone bombastic. It went straight through one support to resistance and just tried to find support. I was taking support back up 30-cent moves right here because an ascending wedge is going to go find support and then possibly go, and it did, but it was a long fight. So the best thing, instead of waiting here at the tip tops, or you just cried half the time before your trade actually went, is eventually you can take bounce back up trades. That's another way of looking at it. But otherwise, you see it downtrending now. You don't see any higher highs. You see a lower high, lower low. Maybe we'll see another one. So we're going to go ahead and set that trend line up. Trend line is two bits right here, 1 and 2. You can say do the wick. It's not going to be that sharp. and then you're just looking for a rebound. So if you see I have alerts right around here, here's the 530, and so I'm going to set some alerts here, and it might just teeter off because this is a big move today. We all have to look at one thing. Where was it this morning? So right here, it was, oh my God, it wasn't even $1.50 this morning, and now it's up to 7. Okay, so low floats are beautiful. You got to learn how to play them right. I'm sure somebody did this. I think I was waiting here for it to possibly break out more, but right here, just let it. It was looking. I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting there, but then right here, I'm just going, well, it's got to peter out and then build back up. So if you're getting it on the down slope, just wait for the up slope. You're going to see them after a while. Right here, if you're going to have to take a trade and you have nothing else better to do, here's your VWAP. Here's the high above the VWAP right here. And you would just have to wait patiently at the 634 level. And then weirdly, all you're going to get is right back to the retrend line. So that's not worth it to me. So it's probably going to just keep downtrending and then see if it can bounce back up to VWAP. Because when people are shorting, it's bouncing back up to VWAP. Let's go look at A and IC. Again, that trend was going. Now it's actually finally broke trend. So right here, if you'd have set that up, it was still steadily marching. Boom, target 1 and 2. ADTX. I think that was another one, so let's just go ahead and look at that, how you're setting up. You see these red lines here, they're there for a reason. They're support and resistance. You see how it tested it? Beautiful move here. I mean, that's just, you can't get a better stair step than that. Went over it. See, people are climbing, and when it goes over it, and you just got to let it come back down and test, and there are no more highs. Nothing higher than that. So you just let it downtrend. Now, weirdly, it's basing. Basing, I tell you, it's just forming a platform, and it's trying to make a little higher high. So if you're going to take any trade, you better make sure it proves 4. The other thing is it's under 200 EMA, so it's probably trash, because if it made it to the 200, now under it, it would have to break the 4 to get over the 200, which is just a normal slope where you would go. If I'm really looking at a bull or a bear market for a stock, it would have to be over the 200 first. And then you see the other spread outs of the EMAs. And then right here, a 2050 is a method, but you would have to get in here early. Or if you got in here, it was a big fight. But then again, you get out here. You don't get the whole move, but it's a strategy. And if you stay with it, that's not a bad one. And pick. So I charted this right before the open. But like I said, somebody said, you can't trade them all. Pick was up about 2-3 days ago at pre, and look at the big downfall. So again, it found basis. And then right here was your wedge right before the open, and sure enough, once it did, people got in and ran it up to 2 targets, and then look, 3 tries at a breakout, and then it fails. So if you're late to the party, this is another one right here. That's a clean entry. If you miss that party and you see it stabilizing at the exact same area, and it's trying to break through, you can take it to a retest. That's your basis trade. And here's a very late trader back here. And you're going, why didn't it break the tops? Well, the bigger volume was here, middle volume was here, and lower volume of the shares were here. And you'll see that at the bottom where the shares are going down, even though the stock's still going up. And that's why it peters out at a resistance point. Hey, y'all have a good one. If y'all need any help, I do one-on-ones and about to start a live trading on a website. For us. Besides, I'll still be doing the chat room, doing that stuff, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to be doing it live and telling you things I'm pointing out as I'm entering these trades that I'm looking at. Okay, y'all have a good day. Thank you.